Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Air Force versus Army. This game, I am going to give you fast picks without doing too much talking, so my team pick is Army minus 21.5 points and my over 42.5 points. Northwestern versus Purdue, a rivalry with high stakes. As we dive into Chapter 89 of the storied Northwestern-Purdue rivalry, it's the Wildcats who are looking to capitalize on Purdue's struggles this season. Historically, Purdue holds a 53-34-1 edge in this head-to-head series. But in recent decades, Northwestern has closed the gap, grabbing a number of key wins, including last season's 23-15 victory at home as minus 2.5 favorites. This season, Northwestern brings a more potent offensive lineup than Purdue, who have often struggled to gain any offensive traction. The Boilermakers' offense ranks among the weakest in the league, relying heavily on the run game, a strength Northwestern's defense has proven capable of handling. After a season-opening home win, Purdue has gone 0-3 SU at Ross-Ade Stadium, with losses averaging a 37.3-point deficit per game. Notably, both teams faced Wisconsin, and the results highlight the difference in their resilience. Northwestern fell by 20 points at home, while Purdue suffered a 46-point blowout on the road. For Northwestern, the task is clear: win by a slim margin of 2 points. With a recent 7-3 SU and 6-4 ATS record against Purdue, the Wildcats have shown they can handle the Boilermakers, especially in recent matchups. Pick Northwestern minus 1.5 points. As for the game total, expect a low-scoring affair. Last season, these two teams combined for just 38 points, marking the fourth consecutive time they went under the total. In their most recent games, they managed only 14 points between them. Both teams sit among the Big Ten's bottom three in scoring and have struggled consistently in conference play. Northwestern averages just 16.6 points in their Big Ten games, while Purdue, boosted by an outlier 49-point game in overtime against Illinois, averages 16.3. In fact, both teams have been held to 14 points or fewer a combined 8 times this season. Given these offensive struggles, the under looks strong here. Pick under 46 points. Toledo versus Eastern Michigan. Betting preview and predictions. Eastern Michigan and Toledo face off in a pivotal MAC matchup, with the Eagles' pass-heavy offense poised to exploit the Rockets' vulnerabilities. Averaging 28.4 points per game, Eastern Michigan ranks 52nd in NCAA football, built on a high-volume passing attack with over 36 attempts per game. This strategy should pressure Toledo's defense, which has allowed an average of 234 passing yards per game. Combined with Toledo's ongoing road struggles, Eastern Michigan is well-positioned to challenge the Rockets, making the Eagles an attractive pick for bettors. The Eagles have proven reliable against the spread ATS, covering in 6 of their 8 games this season and maintaining a solid 3-1 record at home. Since the start of 2023, they've posted a 7-5 ATS record as underdogs and won 8 of their last 10 home games SU, showing their resilience on home turf. These trends make Eastern Michigan a compelling underdog play in this rivalry. Bettors may find value in taking the points with EMU, with prop and moneyline bets offering further upside as the Eagles aim to secure their 6th win of the season. Toledo, on the other hand, has struggled to meet expectations on the road. The Rockets' offense averages 26.3 points per game, while allowing 23.3, but their offensive momentum has slowed notably in MAC play, a trend that may persist in this matchup. Ranked 77th in road power rankings, Toledo has lost both games this season as a road favorite and dropped 3 of their last 5 matchups. With a 4-4 ATS record this season and a troubling 2-5 ATS as road favorites since 2023, Toledo remains a high-risk pick for bettors in this game. Prediction: Eastern Michigan plus 9 points. For total points, Eastern Michigan's recent games at home have leaned toward the over, with 3 of their 4 home games this season surpassing the posted total. Following a loss, they've gone over the total in 6 of their last 8 games, and they've averaged a robust 33 points in 4 of their last 6 matchups. Similarly, Toledo has seen the total go over in 3 of their 4 MAC games this season and in 13 of their 21 regular season games since 2023. Both teams are capable of putting up points, making this an appealing setup for over bettors. Prediction: over 53 points. In what promises to be an exciting MAC showdown, Eastern Michigan's potent home field and Toledo's up-and-down road performance create a high-scoring, competitive opportunity for bettors. Taking the points with EMU and playing the over are the smart moves for this matchup. Buffalo versus Akron, betting analysis and predictions. Buffalo heads into this matchup with plenty of questions following a tough outing against Ohio. Public confidence in the Bulls is understandably shaken, reflected in lower expectations from oddsmakers. However, despite recent setbacks, Buffalo grades out as the stronger team overall compared to Akron, who bring little more than home field advantage and some recent momentum into this game. Buffalo has historically dominated this matchup, winning the last 6 games against the Zips dating back to 2018. The last time Akron beat Buffalo by enough to cover a 1.5-point spread was back in November 2015. While no streak lasts forever, this Akron team appears underqualified to break it, especially against a Buffalo squad looking to rebound and reassert its strengths. Prediction: Buffalo Bulls -1. When it comes to the total, Akron has shown some offensive life recently, scoring 20-plus points in each of their last 3 games after only doing so once in their first 5. This sets a higher scoring expectation, especially with a manageable 47.5 total line. Buffalo's offense, though inconsistent, has a high ceiling. They've surpassed the 30-point mark in half their games, but have also been held to 3 or fewer points in 2 others. If Buffalo bounces back as expected, they'll likely hit the upper range of their scoring potential, pushing this game comfortably over the total. Prediction: over 47.5 points. With Buffalo favored to cover and both teams likely to clear the 47.5-point total, this MAC matchup offers a solid opportunity for bettors seeking value in both the spread and the over. Stanford versus NC State, game preview and predictions. Stanford and NC State face off for the first time in program history, with NC State coming in as the more consistent team this season. Their narrow road victory last week gives them added momentum, positioning them well to handle a struggling Stanford squad in this matchup. Defensively, both teams have had a rough season, allowing over 31 points per game. But offense will be the key differentiator here. NC State ranks 65th nationally in points scored, a significant advantage over Stanford, who ranks 120th. This gap in offensive output could be decisive, as NC State's more reliable scoring should give them the edge. Prediction: NC State -10. With defenses that have struggled to contain opponents, this game could easily turn into a high-scoring affair. Stanford's defense has allowed an average of 38 points in their road games, while NC State's matchups have consistently hit close to 58 points per game this season. The over is 6-4 in NC State's last 10 games, indicating that higher scoring outcomes are likely for the Wolfpack, especially against a team with defensive lapses like Stanford. Prediction: over 46.5 points. In a matchup marked by defensive weaknesses and NC State's stronger, more consistent offense, the Wolfpack are favored to cover the spread, while the over offers a promising option for bettors seeking a high-scoring game. Expect NC State to pull ahead in this first-ever clash.